So hello, secret code name, Castle in the Sky. Welcome to the full moon in Gemini mirror analysis readings. Now, the intention of these readings is to help bring awareness to where your perspective may be short-sighted, or a better way of putting it might be low-sighted. Right, that the vibration of the perspective that you have might be lower than the vibration of the manifestation you seek to manifest, right? That is the intention, to help you see where your perspective may be keeping you stuck. However, I cannot help but feel as if Spirit has absolutely saved the best for last. Because I can't shake feeling, the more I stare at these cards, I cannot shake feeling that your perspective is not lower or short in any way. But rather, if you resonated to this secret code name, if this was the one that called out to you, it is a confirmation that you have mastered understanding the divine mirror. So much so that now that you have mastered it, you are no longer learning as a student in that lesson, but taking the lessons of it and moving forward. You can act outside of the divine mirror. Because you understand how it works, truly understand how it works. The one-way mirror, the two-way mirror between ourselves and the outer experience and everyone in it. You can actually consciously remove yourself from feeling as if you are constantly in front of the divine mirror, because you get it now. You are constantly under that lens of the divine mirror when you were learning the lesson. But once the lesson's learned, it need not repeat. You'll know when you're in front of that divine mirror, and you'll know when you have stepped outside of it to truly and simply be a reflection for someone else who is still learning. You have presented yourself in this reading as the King of Wands, with the Knight of Swords below you, the Sun above you, the Ace of Pentacles behind you, and the Six of Wands in front of you, with Ain Sephor as your guidance card. Understand your ability to communicate. The highest perspective of the soul, the mastery of it with the King of Wands. You're presenting as the King of Wands, the mastery of spirit. The mastery of the mirror. You are no different in energy than the light of the sun. Your alignment is no different than the light of the sun. You have reached out to yourself in every mirror. Have mastered every mirror. Your light has shone through despite all darkness surrounding. The negative energy, right? If you were to think of negative energy like a black fire, right? A void fire. This negative energy sucking and burning away the light. Your light as the sun is so strong that it shines through the dark, that the shadow can actually penetrate how bright your energy and how bright your vibration and how bright your light is. And you do it humbly at that. The Knight of Swords, I keep getting this very humble energy. Not just in the way he communicates, but the way he maneuvers himself. It's like you understand the chess game. You understand how the pieces are moving. You can see it. You can see moves ahead. You can sense it at the very least. You can sense it. The Ace of Pentacles, which would inadvertently have been in any other reading, the card connected to the past, which is essentially keeping you from seeing forward, is the Ace of Pentacles. The new beginning, the moment you started this journey, the last time your life took root in a direction, you already mastered the divine mirror then. To continue thinking you're a student of the same lesson, you're almost dooming yourself to repeat the hard lessons, and it's not necessary. You have mastered it. The lesson is over. You aced the test. You got 100. You got 100 on the test. There's no opportunity for extra credit. You passed with flying colors. There is nothing left that you have gotten incorrect in your own healing. There is nothing incorrect about your understanding of the divine or your perspective. The new beginning that took place, that you have already moved forward on, Spirit is asking you to look forward at the Six of Wands. Victory. Spiritual victory. You have succeeded, Castle in the Sky. You are essentially on a vibration in a world of your own, floating above the world. Think about that. Look at the symbolism in your secret code name. You are a castle, a fortress. Beautiful. Capable of supporting everyone under your roof. Capable of supporting everyone within the walls of your energy. And you're floating in the sky above the rest of the world. You are in a world of your own within the world. And like I said, you're humble. You look at the world below you and see how beautiful it is. And know that if you can create your castle in the sky, that you're looking forward to seeing other castles pop up in the sky. You're looking forward to others seeing your castle in the sky and being inspired that they don't have to live down there in that vibration. That they too can see and be a castle in the sky. You have won, darling, this divine battle between light and shadow. So much so that any shadow your castle casts is divinely beautiful on the earth. And people are seeing and feeling the shadow for a reason in their own divine mirror. It's a part of their reality, not yours. There is not a single shadow cast on you. You're outside the mirror. You've mastered the mirror and are outside the mirror. Let me read Angel 4 for you. Card number 22. It says, a way through the struggle has already been created for you, and you're already led onto that path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. In the mysticism of the Kabbalah, Ein Sof is the first and truest light. It emerges from the absolute, which is pure emptiness beyond all characteristics, phenomena, and form. The capacity to create something from apparently nothing is one of the definitions of magic. Ein Sof is the universe pulling rabbits out of hats on a cosmic scale. Because the spiritual light emerges from the spaciousness of infinite potentiality, it is imbued with endless creativity, resourcefulness, and spontaneous responsiveness. Whatever is needed is made manifest, provided the receptive heart, and will benefit all beings. Receptivity is the key to unlocking this white light magic of the spirit. When we are open to it, surrendered to its wisdom, and willing to place that wisdom above our own opinions, we are capable of receiving and benefiting from it. If we are trying to dictate its course, to contrive and control it to meet our needs as we think they should be met, then we are not being receptive. The path of control and dominance is regressive. It's not the sacred magic, and it is not of the spirit. Ein Sof illuminates the ways of sacred soul magic that create healing and deep fulfillment. It recognizes there is a problem, yet does not dwell on it, nor evoke toxic mind games of blame or shame. It focuses on solutions. Underneath fancy words, outlandish claims, and complex doctrines, the light of spirit is recognized simply by its effect. Genuine spiritual connection helps us and others outgrow our problems. Ego will always tell you a situation is too complicated or someone else is to blame. Or if you could just change this one thing, healing could happen. But when you are in ego, you are not spiritually effective. You will be locked in suffering and confusion. As a human being, you are able to use your free will as you choose. And you can focus on the negative and distance yourself from the light, refuse to trust and insist you always know best. You can choose to feel unappreciated, betrayed, or afraid when life does its unpredictable dance. Spirit will love you and seek to help you even when you use your free will in such a way. At any time you would choose to say enough of that misery and open your heart to connect with the higher creative and healing intelligence of the light, it answers. No matter how much our wounded minds or broken hearts may believe a situation cannot be healed, Ein Sof is always there. It reminds us that, whether we can see it or not, there is a spiritual path through all troubles. That path can be so beautiful we will become profoundly grateful for the struggle which caused us to grow, even if we never wish to repeat the experience again. Acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. If something isn't quite right, be kind and wise enough to admit it. Then seek out the genuine light, which will evoke peace in your heart. Have the courage and trust to let go of approaches that will not lead you anywhere worth going. As you open yourself to what is, even the unexpectedly difficult twists of fate, you will become ever closer to the radiant grace and luminous clarity which is reassuring you, healing you, guiding you, and loving you always. Castle in the sky. Your guidance is to simply recognize that you are not separate from Ein Sephor, but that you are Ein Sephor. That you are that magic. That you are humble. And don't seek the praise that you will undoubtedly get. Knowing you don't seek the admiration that you will undoubtedly get. All that you will receive, all the beauty that you receive, you do not seek it, but will undoubtedly get it regardless. Because for wherever shadow stands in your wake, you are an incredible light, like out of nowhere. A healing wave of divine energy. You are of this world and completely out of this world, still assisting the world. And it's incredible. The energy is incredible. And I think you feel that. The incredible peace that cannot be disturbed. Not in a million years, because you've gained control of your own energy. It doesn't belong to anyone else. Your wounds, they're not there because you've mastered those. The divine mirror has served you so well that you are now outside of it. Witnessing it as it still exists in the world around you. Just not in your world. You've created your own little slice of heaven. And it's only going to grow bigger. It's only going to grow bigger. It's a pleasure to read for you. It's an honor to read for you. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Happy and healthy and whole within yourself. Shining your beautiful light to inspire people. This is the last moon event of 2021. And I look forward to not having to read for you in 2022, but rather be a beautiful insight or window or validation should you just simply want it. My love and support is with you always. Until next time, take care.